My name's Zak Keehn. I'm the content specialist at Rugged Suppressors. My background is a Marine Scout sniper.
What made you want to join the military?
Since I was 3 years old, I knew I'd join the military. It's generational in my family, back to the Revolutionary War. As long as I can remember, essentially, I knew I was going to be in the military. That's all I wanted to do and pretty much trained for since I was a kid. Joined when I was 17 in the DEP program and then left right after graduating high school. So it's not really ever an option for me. It was just kind of a calling, essentially. Something I was expected to do, follow the family legacy. My dad was in the Gulf War. From there, my great uncles were Army snipers in World War II, pretty much back to the Revolutionary War. So it is just part of the family business, essentially.
What did you learn about yourself in sniper school?
The biggest thing I learned is being able to really push and have a balance of being able to relax. For instance, like a lot of times people do the quals for shooting and they get so stressed and try so hard that they can't relax themselves. And that's a big thing with long range shooting is you're naturally tensing yourself up. You're just kind of freaking yourself out or just being like, I want this so bad. Like you're just getting in your head essentially. An issue that I had on the other side is I may be, for instance, like stalking. I may be like, oh, I'm just gonna relax through it, but I'm not putting in enough effort. So it's that combination of being able to relax and still give it like 110%. You have the skill, you just need to relax and just go do it. Where for certain other things, some things I can't just be like, I'm going to relax and go through it. I need to relax and still push 110%.
So where we going?
Going to the gym to get in a workout, and then from there heading to the sawmill training complex to go shoot and get some training in.
So why do you incorporate working out into shooting?
So I do that primarily for the stress, just to work on being able to shoot and move under a more stressful environment. Just being that you're never going to be in a shooting scenario for the most part without any stress. Even in competitions, you're still dealing with stress. So that's one of the things that I train for is just pretty much, hey, whenever you're in a shooting scenario, if you're getting robbed, someone breaks into the house, it's probably going to be the most stressful point in your life. So you should train and be used to being able to shoot your firearm and do things under that level of stress. It's probably not going to be the same amount, but it's getting as close as you can for the most part without actually doing it. So it's one of the things a lot of people may think, hey, like I'm a great shooter in a perfect scenario, but for the most part, if you're in a firefight or anything like that happens, it's definitely not a perfect scenario. So that's why I like to train with just being tired, trying to catch your breath. It makes a big difference having your heart rate elevated. A lot of people that don't do that, the first time they did, are going to be super surprised by the shots they're missing, or even just doing reloads, how much slower they may be, or dropping mags, or just not being able to relax and focus on that reticle and actually have a solid position. So it's one of the things I like to train and get used to. That way, if I do have to shoot and it's not in a stressful situation, it's that much easier.
Good, and you?
Good.
Your heart rate's going up because of how hard you were pushing yourself. Is there some kind of sense of satisfaction knowing that you left it all on the floor?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like for that one, it's not as much as a push for like cardio-wise. Is for me right now just kind of focusing on trying to get like the movements right, but working on doing those movements again under some stress. So for the most part, I was able to like definitely see some progress for that, which is nice with like the handstand walks or like the bar muscle ups. But again, it's something I'm always trying to work on and get better at. Like by no means am I the best at working out or even close to like the top at the gym. So it's one of those things. It's nice, like they talk about, you don't want to be the most successful person around. So definitely at the gym and a lot of other places, I go by that philosophy, because by no means am I the best one or even close to it, which is nice because I like having the motivation of seeing people that are that much better to be like, I want to push myself to get close to that level. So otherwise, if you spend your time around people and you're the best one, it may feel good, but you're not going to improve because there's nobody to chase down or nobody to look to and be like, that's how much better I could be. Or just try and get to that level. You're just gonna get complacent.
So what are the variables that play a factor with long-range shooting?
The biggest thing is gonna be your fundamentals. And a lot of people try and rush through things and they don't get to just how in depth like trigger control is, building your position, your breathing, and things like that are very much highlighted with long-range shooting. And then from there, in being able to read the wind, you've got wind where you are, the target, and in between that you will have to factor in. Your ballistics, you need to know the ballistics of your rifle. You can put in your data and it's just gonna tell you you're dope, you're good to go, to make sure you're gonna be on target.
What is Rugged Suppressors and what sets the company apart?
Rugged Suppressors is a suppressor manufacturer. One of the biggest things that sets us apart is we build absolutely everything in-house. We've got an unconditional lifetime warranty, so no matter what happens, no matter how many times, you're fully covered. Most of our suppressors are modular, so essentially you get 2 lengths in one suppressor. So instead of having to buy a suppressor for like maximum suppression and then another one that's more compact, you essentially can have 2 lengths in one suppressor to get 2 in 1. One of the biggest things we're known for is being the most durable on the market. With that durability is just your longevity. You buy a suppressor, it's a lifetime investment. You're gonna have it forever, backed by our warranty. You're pretty much gonna pass this down to your grandkids.
So what's about to happen right now?
We're getting everything ready to go live for Instagram. So we're just getting together talking points, ammo, guns, and walk down to the range and get going.
Why are suppressors important?
The biggest thing is your hearing protection really isn't doing anything for you. One of the reasons for that is whenever you're firing a firearm, especially with a muzzle brake or in an indoor area, that concussion is actually going through the bones in the front of your face and around to your eardrums. So no amount of hearing protection is going to protect you from that hearing damage. That's why almost everyone you talk to that shoots firearms, especially later on in their life, is still has some sort of tinnitus or hearing loss and things along those lines. So with that suppressor, you're cutting that out.
Why is being outdoors so important to you?
For me, it's just my space to relax. So just being able to clear my head. From just having like pure beauty of just being able to go to certain places and just be in awe of how incredible everything is. Being a sniper is all about planning and getting in position to make a shot. Fieldcraft planning, your like tactics is, and that's all outdoors. And so that's just a big thing for me of being able to do those things and just be one with nature essentially. And it's like where we came from. We weren't meant to just live in boxes our entire lives. Nature just provides almost everything you could want to do, from the aspect of just stress relief, adrenaline rush, and then again from the tactical environment. If you want to really make yourself dangerous, having that fieldcraft ability and the tactical ability, that all comes from a lot of times being outside.
With all the preparation that goes on in the world, I know sometimes we wait for the perfect opportunity to present itself, but what happens when it never shows up?
There's never a perfect opportunity to do something. You can plan for something your entire life, and especially if it's something like that's outside of your comfort zone, you either have to make it happen by either planning, having a backup plan, and just going through those situations. Again, like I was saying, what makes you a truly good shooter is missing that shot and being able to keep yourself composed and make the correction to make it happen. Get that second shot. Failing in life, like people talk about, if you never fail in life, you've never done anything in life. Being able to fail in life and make the proper correction to fix it and keep pushing on and achieve what you're trying to do and make it happen is what really makes you stand out as a person.